Good morning, we are off to see the sisters. So I just had a cool conversation with one of the sisters. She was talking about when she was called, and she was like, you know, when she was called, she knew that she was to be a nun, but she didn't know where or to who or how to do that. And so she prayed and she asked God, and she did what he said, and she was so glad she did, because she said had she chosen, she didn't know herself as well as he did, because he made her, so she would have made a mistake. And she said, you know, when you follow God, it's like being a fish that's just been put into water, and you feel at home there. And she said, you know, there will be troubles. If you're a small fish, you're going to find bigger fish. But you don't say, I want to leave the sea, because that's where you belong. You're a fish, you're supposed to be in water. But you just keep following God, and he will bring you to where you're supposed to be. And I just thought it was really cool. So, we're fish in water. What the sister said. She talked about God knowing all the little details too. And that was pretty cool, because it's true. I've had the same thing happen here with me as well. So it's neat to see parallels and testimonies between people and yourself. Oh yeah, and she also said something that was cool too. She said a lot of cool things, but she said when you're alone, like I was when I came here, she said that's when God gets to be the father he wants to be, because he's all you have, and so he can show off everything that he wants, which is cool. Okay, so I'm getting way more comfortable here. The guys are so funny. I like the guys floor a lot, because they're cute, and they're all like, they prefer me now, some of them. They're like, no, I want her to give me the eye drops. It's like, they're so adorable. Anyway, so I'm having a lot more fun, and this is a good place. Yay for morning snacks. Oh, I asked about fasting, and fasting, when they say for Christians, they mean for Catholics, and it is from meat and sweets like this for the period of Lent. So that's why vegetables are for fasting Christians. Yep. Some of the ladies come up to say hi to me now too. They all seem to love me. It's nice to be loved. These are very good cookies. These ones have fruit in them. They're tasty. See? Fruit inside. So we've learned a couple things. 1, you're not supposed to actually take pictures inside the subway. 2, the stop at the end of the line is apparently incredibly unsafe. Like, the ladies on the car will take you straight to the police guy that will tell you to get back onto the car and escort you there. Unsafe. So don't go there. I tried to go shopping for a skirt, but I don't know what stop I'm supposed to get off at, because I thought that was the one I was supposed to get off at, but apparently not. So I'll have to ask the lady downstairs later. Yep. Oh, and yes, there are skirts right outside the house, but they're more expensive because this is like the high fashion area. But I may go shopping there anyway if I can't find the other stop, because they're not actually that expensive compared to the United States. They're just expensive compared to other places in Egypt. I love that there's no door. So, I went looking for a skirt, but I discovered that 1, they use European sizes, which means I don't fit in anything, and 2, hello. The cool skirts that the ladies are wearing out on the street are not in the shops that are around here. So I'm gonna have to ask the lady downstairs where the stop is that I was supposed to go shopping in the less expensive / different, not so high fashion area to get the cooler clothes. Because like in every country, I prefer not the high fashion of the area. Oh, and I'm sorry that a lot of this is just like me talking at you, but you can't really take cameras out in the stores. They have all these signs that are like, no cameras. So I can't even show you what's in the stores. And on the streets, I really don't want to pull out my camera because there's too many people, so sorry. So I learned a new word today. Well, I didn't really learn a new word. I've been using it for a while. I just didn't know exactly what it meant until I looked it up online. Anyway, providence. The nun said that it was providence that I got to the house when I did, because they are about to start a retreat. And so they've trained me in enough that I can be helpful, and the retreat ends the day before I leave. So I will be able to help out, which is good because there's like 1 nun on the guys' floor and 2 nuns on the girls' floor, and all the rest of them are going to the retreat, which happens to be in the same building but just off to the side. And so not only do they have to run their floors, but they also have to show hospitality and like cook and stuff for the retreat people so that they can just be on retreat. So there's a lot of work that's going to be needing to be done in the house, and it's a good thing that I'm there. And it's a God thing that I'm there, because I had no idea, and neither did they. And so today, God is providential. He is full of providence. I don't know how to make that word the tense I need it to be, but providence. It's God. God is it. It is not God. Yes. Hey look, it's the Nile! Cool! Opera House. Okay, so that was a little adventure. We went to go see, we being the girl downstairs and myself, she found online that there is, the Prague Symphony Orchestra was coming to play with the Cairo Symphony Orchestra at this church out in somewhere. And so we went there to go to the church, but we'd never found it. So instead we saw the Nile and the outside of the orchestra building, which I may need to get into at some point. Anyway, that's all.